This is a British Army 24-hour ration pack. It's designed for a combat soldier out on manoeuvres to give them all the calories and nutrition that they'll need for a full day's operations. So in this video, I'm going to put it to the test. I'm about to do a 20-mile hike, and this will provide me with my breakfast, lunch and dinner on the way. So, is there enough food in here to keep me full? Is it enough calories to keep me going for 20 miles? And finally, is the food nice? Does it taste good? So, let's find out. I'm going to find somewhere to sit down and have breakfast, but first let me explain what's actually in this pack. Okay, so here it all is laid out. So we've got three kind of main meals here. Here we've got barbecue breakfast beans, so they'll be my breakfast, lemon chicken with rice, and here we have Kashmiri potato curry, and we got toffee pudding in toffee sauce, and that's a dessert. So that's my breakfast, lunch and dinner all sorted out. We've also got various snacks and other stuff. Bag of peanuts, cherry sponge cake, some jam, vanilla flavoured biscuits. And now here we've got all the little extras. Plastic, spork, pack of tissues, 2 antiseptic wet wipes, box of matches, 2 instant coffees, 2 tea bags, 4 whiteners, 4 sugar. Strawberry flavoured protein drink powder, so I'm guessing this is a bit like those protein shakes that you have if you're going to work out. 2 powdered energy drinks, so these are like very sugary drinks full of energy. You mix them with water and it's like a fruity soft drink. Peach iced tea and pear flavour. We've got some hot sauce here and 3 chewing gums, and what's this? And this is hot chocolate flavoured drink powder, so that'll be for last thing at night. And that's it. Now this is menu number 2. When you order these British Army rations, they come in about 10 different menus, I think, each one with different mains and flavours. So what you've seen here is just for menu number 2. Right, there are some pub tables just here, which looks like a good place to sit down and get set up. The pub isn't open yet, and hopefully they won't mind me using their table. Okay, I've got some water on the boil to make a brew and heat up my breakfast. That's what that hissing is. I've actually filled this up from the river. I'm just by the banks of the river Wye. I've got drinking water with me, but since I'm going to boil this anyway, it means I can just use river water and save my clean drinking water. So while this boils, let me explain my route. I got the bus to Ross-on-Wye from my home in Hereford, and I'm now going to hike back. I've got a bit of a zigzag route, which has been designed to be about 20 miles. I think it was 33 kilometres, so just over 20 miles. So a good long hike, which should be enough to test this ration in a kind of realistic combat soldier situation. Here we are, barbecue breakfast beans. That's my breakfast. There's my mug. I'm going to have a coffee as well. Actually, while that's boiling, I've got here this pear flavoured drink powder. So this will just quickly get some calories into me. Haven't had any breakfast this morning yet, so this will give me a boost. I will need to use proper drinking water for this because I'm not heating it. Yeah, tastes all right. Okay, not bad. But that's an instant calorie hit. Right, this water is boiling. Right, let's start by making a brew. Instant coffee, sugar, and let's have 2 whiteners. There's my coffee. Now there's still a little bit of water left in here. I'm going to put this back on the heat. These are my barbecue beans. Now, these can be eaten cold. They are already cooked, but why not warm them up? So I'm going to fold this and stick it inside this container in a little bit of bubbling water, and it'll kind of steam hot. Okay, so while I drink my brew, that can sit there for 5 minutes and hopefully warm up a bit. So this army ration pack, you can buy these online quite easily. I got mine on eBay. It cost I think about 16 or 17 pounds. I've used them in the past, but never in this way. I've never taken out a full 24-hour ration and used it for a big long day. Okay, let's open these up and see what they're like. Yeah, they taste alright. They're certainly hot enough. I think that 5 minutes was more than enough. I'll do 3 minutes next time. So that's a coffee with sugar inside me, a powdered energy drink, and the barbecue beans. So that will fill me up. That's my breakfast. So I'm going to pack all this stuff up and then let's get moving. Got a long walk ahead of me today. Plenty of time to do it in, but still, why hang about? So here's the River Wye. This runs through Hereford and through Ross. We're going to cross this a couple of times on the route today. It's a very meandering river in this part of the country, so we'll see it quite a few times. That's me out of Ross on Wye and into the open countryside. And I've just realised that I didn't bring any sun lotion and I didn't bring a hat. And it's June. And I'm doing a 20-mile walk on a sunny day. There's a bit of cloud forecast for kind of the middle of the day, which is going to be welcome. It's not mega hot today, but it's a bit humid. And I'm starting to feel it. Wonder what that thing is. Let's have a quick look. There's a little kind of machine over here. Pump? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's very old and probably not in use anymore. And it's off the road again. Walking through a field of... not quite sure what this is. Some kind of grass, obviously. Maybe one of you can let me know. Right, we're heading downhill, and I don't think the river's far away. Back on the road and passing a nice old church. I think it's clouding over a little bit, and that's really welcome, given my lack of sun protection. Forgetting to bring sun lotion or a hat on a 20-mile hike in June is just such a stupid mistake to make. Rookie error. But it won't happen again. I have a checklist that I follow before I come out and shoot a video. You know, are the camera's batteries all fully charged? Is there room on the SD cards, etc.? So I've added onto that checklist, do I need sun lotion or a hat? So this should not happen again. Crossing a little brook here, and I will soon be crossing the River Wye. Okay, and up ahead of me is the footbridge. Looks like a suspension footbridge. So there once again is the River Wye. And this bridge is a little bit bouncy. fact, if I walk in rhythm, no, I thought I could get a real good bounce on then. I can hear a cuckoo. I think today's the 11th of June, which is a little bit late for cuckoos normally. The cuckoo comes in April, its song is heard in May. It changes its tune in the month of June, in July it flies away. I've just checked my phone, I've got my Maps app running and this route is programmed in. I'm about a third of the way along my route. What time is it? 12:45, so no rush at all. Well, as you can see behind me, there are horses in this field, which I need to cross, which I'm a little bit nervous about, because I don't know horses well enough to know whether it's okay for me to walk across. And they're big animals, and even if they're not actually being aggressive, they could quite easily stomp me, so I'm not really sure what to do. Or should I just go in and see what they do? Okay, they don't seem very interested. Still a bit wary though. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're coming towards me, but not at any great speed. They probably think I'm going to feed them. Okay, made it. Intact. I just noticed there were some young horses there. Now, if I'd spotted them at first, I might not have gone through because, of course, parents can be protective of their young. I think I'm going under a railway line here. Oh, well, I nearly killed myself getting through those trees behind me. I had to climb up a near vertical slope full of thorns and stinging nettles. And this backpack I'm wearing just got caught on everything. So my arms and my neck are just full of nettle stings. But anyway, I made it. I've now got to get back onto the path, which is ahead of me, and that involves walking through this wheat crop, which is a bit slow. I don't want to trample the crop, so I've got to kind of feel my way through it carefully. If you're careful with your footsteps, you can kind of get through wheat without actually flattening any of the stalks. Well, not quite back on the path, it's off to my left a little. But if you look up ahead, you can see it almost converges with the real path. And back on the path proper. I'm about 15.5 kilometres in, so almost 10 miles. So I'm approaching the halfway point of this walk. What time is it? 10 to 2. I think I'll stop in about half an hour for some lunch. Okay, another field that I think has livestock in it, so I'll keep a lookout, see where they are, and also decide which way I'm going to run if things aren't looking good. I might make this my halfway point and my lunch stop. Hello. What a lovely old church. There were two ladies cleaning in there, so I didn't want to poke a camera in their faces. I think I'll stop here somewhere and have something to eat. Actually, this'll do. So this, I suppose, is lunch. I'll start with a drink, which I probably need. Right, let's get out the ration pack and see what's for lunch. Lemon chicken with rice. There we go. Let's start with these nuts. Barbecue peanuts. Barbecue flavour isn't very strong, but that's good because I had those barbecue beans for breakfast. That's the peanuts eaten, so let's have this lemon chicken with rice. Now, I could heat this up like I did with breakfast, but lemon chicken with rice, I think that's going to be as nice cold as it is warm, so why get the stove out and everything? Now, at the start of this video, I asked a question, which is, would this ration pack contain enough calories for today's hike? Well, I think it will contain exactly the right amount. This is a 4,000 calorie ration pack. It takes me, each mile that I hike is 100 calories. So 20-mile hike, that's 2,000 calories I'm going to burn today, plus the 2,000 calories that my body needs anyway. So I'm going to burn 4,000 calories, and that's exactly what's in this. Providing I eat it all. Maybe this does need warming up. It's kind of solidified into a big rice and chicken cake. I could almost squeeze this out of the pack and just eat it like a giant bar. Whoops. Yep, I think the bar idea will be easier. Well, I finished that lemon chicken. That was very filling. It was fine to eat cold, and it was also fine to eat even though it was all in one big solid lump. I just ate it like a giant bar. Very filling. Right, I'm now going to have some of this. I forgot what this is. It says it somewhere. Here we go. Cherry cake. Although it'll be a struggle to get this down because that was so filling. Okay, it's like a cherry oat bar. Okay, that's lunch inside me, and I'm feeling very full. So I had the bag of peanuts, the lemon chicken, and now this oat cake. It's more than I actually wanted to eat, but, you know, I'm here to test this ration pack, so I've got to get it all down me. All very nice. I've realised that that lemon chicken, that's the only thing in this pack that contains meat. So I think the idea here is that any vegetarian soldiers in the army can just not eat that particular portion, eat everything else, and that way it's a vegetarian ration. It would also explain the protein shake powder that was in there, which I thought was a bit odd, but that's there to compensate for the lack of meat in the ration. So I'm going to pack up all my stuff now, and then it's time to get moving again. Got 10 miles behind me and another 10 to go. Such a lovely place to sit though. This is just a lovely church inside and out. Such a peaceful churchyard to stop and have lunch. feeling the warmth a bit now on this uphill, but I'll very soon get to the highest point of the walk. I've been watching this TV transmitter get closer and closer for miles. Now, I think that TV transmitters will be obsolete before too long. You know, I don't have a TV aerial anymore, and I don't watch anything on UHF broadcast. It's all streaming, and that's the way it's going to go. I think this will stay standing though, because of all these microwave dishes. It's used for more than just TV. It's obviously a general communications mast. So this transmitter will probably be around for a good few decades to come. Oh, I'm starting to feel a bit tired now. Still feeling very full from lunch. Oh, my feet are getting a bit tired. These boots are a bit old and worn out, and the soles are getting a bit too thin. I think it's time for a new pair. Just come into the village of Woolhope. I'm really thirsty and I haven't got much water left. But there's a pub just in front of me, so I'll pop in there and see if they'll refill my water container. I refilled my water container in that pub, and I've had a good drink, and that's really made a difference. I was finding it quite hard going back there, and I just felt like I was, you know, running out of the will to carry on, but I think I was just a bit dehydrated. Time is 10 minutes to 6. Well, in the distance I can see Hereford. I'm guessing, I don't know, 5 miles away, and I'll be very, very glad to get there. I think 20 miles is a little bit over ambitious. If I could have stopped now at 15, that would have been perfect. But of course the point was to do a really long walk that would use loads of calories, and see if this ration was up to it. Not long to go. 45 minutes to do the last 3 miles. Actually make that an hour. I've slowed down quite a lot. Right, back off the road again and up onto this embankment. And on the other side of this, hang on, should be the River Wye again. Yep, there we go. And it's good to be off that road. That's quite a busy stretch of road. Haven't done much filming on this last few miles. I'm getting tired, and I just want to keep my head down and carry on. There's a spot in about 1.5 miles where I plan to have dinner. It's just on the edge of town before it gets built up and busy. So 1.5 miles at this pace, half an hour. Well, this is the spot where I was supposed to have dinner. But the problem is, I'm not the least bit hungry. I still feel totally full up from lunch. So I've still got one of those energy drinks left, and I think at this point that could be perfect. So I'll make one of those. That'll be refreshing going down, and it's got some calories in it which will give me a boost. I think later on when I'm at home, where are we now? It's 7:40. Maybe later on I'll work up an appetite, and then I'll have a bit more food, so I'll film a bit more there. But for the time being, let's just get some of this energy drink into me. Oh, that's really nice. The pear one this morning wasn't bad, but that's great. 1.5 miles. Wish it was closer, but you know, I've come this far, so I'll plod my weary way home now. So the next time you see me, I'll be at home. Well, it's the next day, so I'll explain what happened at the end of yesterday. I got back home at, I think, 20 past 8, something like that, 8:30, and I just wasn't the least bit hungry. I tried to hang on to see if I'd get hungry so I could carry on testing this ration, but no, that lunch had me so full up that I ended up going to bed at 10:30 and yeah, just wasn't up for eating anything. So it's the next day now. It's, what time is it? 1:45, so it's lunchtime the next day and I am hungry. So I'm going to have this Kashmiri potato curry and then I think I'll have the toffee pudding. First thing I'll do is I'll have this, is this the one? Let's have this protein shake and see what this is like. Not particularly sweet, not that much flavour in it, so not unpleasant, you know, perfectly nice going down. That's the end of that. That wasn't bad, wasn't great either. It just doesn't really taste of much, but you know, I guess it gives you that protein boost. So the next thing I'll have is my lunch main course, this Kashmiri potato curry. Now, I could eat this cold, like I did with the lemon chicken yesterday, but potato curry cold, I really don't think it would be very nice. So I'll warm this up first. Of course, I'm at home in my kitchen now, so I can just pop it in the microwave. So I'll put this into a bowl, I'll heat it up, and then I'll try it. This curry's heated up now. I put it in the microwave for 1 minute, which seems to be all it needs. So, yeah, some nice chunks of potato in here. It looks nice, it smells nice as well. So let's give it a taste and see what it's like. Yeah, that is nice. In fact, yeah, that's probably the nicest of the main meals I've had. So good strong curry taste. I like the consistency. I like the fact it's got these potato chunks in it, and it isn't just some kind of smooth mass. Yeah, that's got a good bit of spice in it. And I just remembered we got this little sachet of hot sauce that also comes in this pack, and because I like my food hot, I'm going to add a little bit of this in as well. Right, so let's squeeze a little bit of this in here. Oh yeah, that's packing a punch. Hot chili flavour. Very nice chili flavour as well. Okay, I've finished that potato curry, and very nice it was too. I like curry anyway. I like my food hot, and adding in that hot sauce, it got it to just the right heat. Also very easy to eat. If I'd tried to eat this last night, I just didn't feel the least bit hungry, but I think it probably would have gone down okay. So yeah, I think that's my favourite thing in this pack so far. Right, I'm going to move on now to the toffee pudding in toffee sauce. And since I'm in the kitchen and there's a microwave just over there, I think I'll put this onto a plate and warm it through. I've warmed up this toffee pudding now, and it looks quite different to how I expected. I thought it would be like a solid lump of pudding, but instead it's split up into all these little chunks. So I'll load up one of these, I don't know what you call them, medallions, onto the spork. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's have a try. Okay, I thought this pudding would be spongy, but it's not. It's more solid than that. Toffee sauce is very nice. Yeah, I'm not sure how to describe the consistency of this. Okay, so that's the toffee pudding eaten. Perfectly nice, just a bit peculiar. It's just the texture. It's like kind of very dense sponge almost, but without much sponginess. I really don't know how to describe it, but still perfectly nice. We got a couple of other things here, some biscuits and some hot chocolate. I'll try the biscuits. I don't think I'll bother with the hot chocolate, because if you've ever had hot chocolate made from a powder, I'll assume that's the same. So let's try these biscuits. Ah, okay, they're more like cookies than biscuits. Yep, it's a crumbly biscuit with a slight vanilla flavour, so I'm not sure what else to say about them. Nothing wrong with them, just vanilla biscuits. Okay, so that's the ration pack all tried. Haven't finished the biscuits, and the hot chocolate I won't bother with. So what are my thoughts on it? Well, I had 3 questions about this ration pack. Would it fill me up? Does it have enough calories for a long hike like I did? And is the food tasty? I'll start with an easy one. Would it fill me up? Well, in the end, I wasn't even able to eat it. So yeah, that's an easy one to answer. There is no way I was going to feel hungry with this ration pack. You know, I just had to skip dinner in the end. The calories question's a bit more complicated. The pack contained 4,000 calories, which was exactly what I needed yesterday for my 20-mile hike, but only if I eat all the pack. And because I couldn't eat it all, it meant I did not get the required calories. Now that's not the fault of the pack. There wasn't anything wrong with it stopping me eating it. It's just I'm not a big eater, so I think that was part of it. Finally, how do I feel the food all tasted? I'll tell you what, I'm going to lay out all the empty packs that I've had in this pack so I won't forget any, and I'll go through each of them and quickly tell you what I thought. Yesterday I started with a pear flavour energy drink. Yep, that was nice. Barbecue breakfast beans, yeah, they were okay. Not great, not bad. At lunch I had a bag of barbecue peanuts. Yeah, they were okay. Lemon chicken with rice, that was fine, even though I was eating it cold and eating it like a big solid bar. In hindsight, that probably would have been better heated up, but still, not bad at all. I then had this cherry oat cake, and again, that was nice. The last thing I had yesterday was the peached iced tea energy drink. Now that was really nice. The pear one was good, but yeah, that one was so nice. Or was that just my body craving any calories? Let's see, a strawberry protein shake. It was okay. It didn't taste of much, but you know, it was easy to get down and contains protein. Kashmiri potato curry was lovely. The toffee pudding in toffee sauce, peculiar but nice. Vanilla biscuits, well, they're just vanilla biscuits. There's not much to say about those. So overall, the food in here was fine. Not much blew me away. The peach iced tea was lovely, and the potato curry was, actually. So those two stand out. Nothing in there was actually bad. You know, it was all fine. So yeah, anyway, that's my roundup of this pack. So yeah, the purpose of this video, go on a long hike with this ration pack and see how well it does me. Well, my problem with this pack is that I simply couldn't get enough food down me to give me the calories I needed for that hike. I wish it had had more of these energy drinks, because they slip down so easily, even if you're just feeling full up. So for me, it could have been better that way, but of course, that's just my personal taste. So yeah, that's the end of my 20-mile hike and army ration video. I hope you got some value from it. I also hope you enjoyed the footage of the actual hike itself. It was through some lovely landscape. So thanks for watching, and more videos coming along very soon.